Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Dave Citywok McClanahan, and I'm bringing you my very first League of Legends gameplay commentary. Like I said, it's my very first League of Legends gameplay commentary, so I would expect things to be a little rough around the edges, so I want to go ahead and apologize up front. Hopefully I get better at this sort of thing as time goes along. But anyway, I'm very excited to finally get this kicked off. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time. I've watched a lot of guys on YouTube commentating on their gameplay and just going over their thoughts, and that's really helped me a lot in learning how to play the game. Not only do I get to hear audibly what they're saying as far as the champion is concerned and how to build him, but you get to learn other things like strategies and how to CS and that sort of thing. So eventually I want to get into that and talk more about it. But ultimately I want to just commentate on the gameplay itself, what's going on, what I'm doing, and go over the champion and the game in general. But first of all, I got a few things I want to talk about. I just want to talk about myself, introduce myself, and my goals in League of Legends. I have goals set up in League of Legends and goals for commentating as well, so hopefully I'm able to meet both of those things. I'm currently residing in Elo Hell. A questionable thing. Some people don't believe in Elo Hell. They think that it only exists because you're just that crappy of a player. I kind of have a little bit of a different opinion about that. I'm currently sitting at 698 Elo. Yes, not 1698, 698. That is impossibly hard to believe, but let me tell you how I got there. So I first started playing League of Legends. I really didn't take it seriously, and actually this guy that's in this game right now, Peon, where's he at? Peon's playing Tarek. He's my support this game. He got me started in the game. I didn't take it seriously because I was a Halo player, and since I was a Halo player, I wasn't very open-minded to this type of game. So I didn't take it seriously, and I just kind of played along, and eventually got my level 30, and I was like, hey, I'm going to play some rank now. And boy, was that a bad idea, because I sucked, and I didn't really even care about getting better at this game. I didn't think that it would be a long-term thing. I just figured I would go back to Halo and playing the first-person shooter type of games. But League of Legends actually excited me and got me to a point where I can play this type of game, and I really enjoy it. And I like the real-time strategy. But since I'm in Elo Hell, quote unquote, at 698, which is absolutely terrible, what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to commentate on my videos and basically make a documentary of my rise from Elo Hell. I want to show that it is possible to come out of Elo Hell. A lot of people believe that it's not. And I have a goal as far as what level I want to reach. It's a very obtainable goal. I'm looking to get to approximately 1500 Elo. I want to bring this character up to you, and I just want to document it along the way. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, and you'll support me as well. And if you do, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up, especially here on this first video. It just lets me know that somebody's watching. Just somebody's watching, somebody's listening, and I'm very open-minded to constructive criticism. I'm going to go ahead and put this on myself so we can watch what I'm doing here. I'm playing Graves, by the way, if you didn't notice. My name's Welcome to Citywok. Get a lot of people that recognize me for that. Some people know what that means, others don't. But anyway, just a little fun fact here. I've been playing League of Legends, oh man, what, 2 years now, maybe something like that. I'm not a professional. I'm going to go ahead and come out and say that. I'm far from it. But I am an experienced player. I've played for a long time, played a lot of games, played a lot of different champions. So don't learn from me. Do more of learn from my mistakes, because I show a lot of mistakes in my, and I'll go over those in the commentary as we go along. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get into the actual commentating of this video. So this is a pre-made 5 matchup. This actually is not ranked. This is a draft pre-made 5s game, and there's 4 of us here that I know directly. Peon, who I've known for quite a while. Let's see if we can move on up here. No One Can Save You. That's another guy that I've known for a while. Bad Robot, who is our AP mid currently, and Biz the Bomb, who is playing Garen right now. I don't really know him that well. He's a friend of Peon, so just not too familiar with him. Seems to be a good guy. So let's go ahead and get back onto Graves. Here's Citywok E. So right now I go back to shop, and I get a couple items. I'm having a really good game so far. I'm 3-0, as you can tell. I go back and pick out some boots, a couple Dorn's Blades, and a couple of potions. Going back to get the Dorn's Blades really puts me at a huge advantage right now over this Ezreal. He does have a little bit more farm than me, but my 3 kills gives me so much more gold that, as you can see right here, my damage is just crazy. They have an unconventional team, to say the least, or at least an unconventional bottom lane here. They've got a Teemo, which is playing as the AD carry, and they've actually got a Ziggs, which is going support. That is unconventional, so they're trying to go for a little bit more of a kill lane here, so to speak. A kill lane is a lane that doesn't have a traditional AD carry and a support. Like Graves. Graves is a traditional AD carry, and Tarek is a traditional support. He has an aggressive support, which synchronizes very well with Graves, because Graves is an aggressive AD carry. So on their team, just a little bit of an unconventional path they've taken here. It actually might work if it weren't for the fact that I have played a lot of Ziggs and a lot of Teemo, so I know and understand very well how they work. Especially Teemo and his tricks with his shrooms and kiting, and you gotta learn not to fall for those sort of tricks that Teemo's gonna throw out there. And his blind, you can't ever forget about his blind, especially being an AD carry, because that can get you in a lot of trouble really fast. So what his blind does is it's actually his Q. So he shoots his Q at you, and it blinds you to a point to where you can't hurt him with an auto attack. So you still can do some damage with your abilities. So my Q, which is a nice area of effect shot, it still does good amounts of damage, but I can't auto attack him while he has me blinded. So that puts him at a big advantage right there. And there it is right there. That blind, you see that little cloud right above my head? That blind means that I can't hurt him with an auto attack. So that does put him at an advantage. So you gotta learn to expect that from Teemo. You gotta learn to expect him to blind you almost constantly. He's gonna poke. Teemo is good at that. We get Tarek, who jumps in here, and I just wasn't quite ready for that jump in. We did get some really good damage down on Ziggs, however, which is fantastic. And you know, the two champions that they chose are actually, they're kind of squishy. They they don't have a lot of health. They don't have a lot of armor. They're not built to take a lot of damage. I attempt to jump in here on Ziggs because I see our jungler, no one can save you, jump right in there, and very nice. Jumps in, gets that kill. I'm going to clean up Ziggs right there. We're going to let these minions push up to the tower. Actually, well, I thought about walking in there, but apparently I didn't go up to shoot on the tower any. We're going to let this wave clear. The really good thing about letting a wave push up to a tower like that is that the other team is missing out on experience. So the tower is killing these minions, but there's no one around to gain experience or gold from this. So the enemy team just misses out there, which is great. You want to starve them. That's an objective in the game, is you want to starve your enemy from getting experience from minions and starve them from getting gold as well. So letting that wave push up, not only does it do damage to the tower, but you get those other two benefits as well. So I'm just taking my time, walking back right now. Not really taking my time, I'm going as fast as I can. I went ahead and picked up a Zeal. Now, I typically don't do this, especially with Graves. And we're going to go ahead and jump in right now. We're getting a fight going on. Ziggs is taking some heavy damage. Teemo's going to step in. Thought he was going to blind me. Actually didn't blind me. So Teemo takes a ton of damage too. We chase them back, and now they're missing out on more experience, more gold. We're going to let this minion wave push up to the tower. And we're just going to kind of sit here and wait for a minute, see what goes on. Let these minions die to the tower. They're missing out on the gold right there. And it looks like we got a Kha'Zix coming down to gank for enemy team. Not for sure if I knew this at the time or not. Yeah, there it is. There's the ping. And so I'm going to go ahead and dash right here. We're going to dash out of that ultimate and get away from Kha'Zix. Tarek's actually going to have to use his flash, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's not too big of a deal. I kind of overextend right here. Push out just a little bit too far, take a little bit of unnecessary damage, and I didn't really deal much damage, so I'm just going to go ahead and back off, go back to base, heal up, spend some of my money that I've gained. But anyway, I'm going to go back and say I traditionally do not take the Zeal on Graves, but I do remember at this particular time I had enough to afford it, but I didn't have enough for a BF sword. So I was like, let's just go ahead and buy the Zeal. It's going to help out, and I'm already doing more damage than they are anyway. So the Zeal is just going to make everything even better. Plus I'm going to crit more, which is fantastic. It means I'm going to hit harder because I have the Zeal. But I don't typically take it because Graves has a dash built in that increases his attack speed, so whenever I go into battle I already have increased attack speed. So the Zeal early on I typically don't get. I mean, some people might. It's just not my usual build. I try to get a BF sword if possible, kind of build some damage, because I do take my my dash. Sorry about that. I hit the microphone there a little bit. So yeah, just kind of farming right now. They're farming up. Hopefully I get some really good ranked play in here soon. That's going to be my next video that I'm going to commentate on. It's going to be ranked. It's going to be me trying to get out of this elo hell and just trying to get my elo up, and I want to document that and post it on YouTube. I'm really excited. This is just so exciting for me right now. You guys don't understand. Please give me a thumbs up. Anything. Subscribe. I don't care. Favorite my video. Share it with your friends. Just help me know that somebody's watching this out there right now. So we go ahead and tower dive right here. Oh man, I remember this play. Ouch. It's not over. This was not favorable at all. Not favorable. Oh goodness, that Wow, that's just a little bit embarrassing, actually. We tower dove. We were disorganized. We weren't communicating very well, and that is a big thing in League of Legends. Communicating well. We didn't communicate properly. We tower dive, and we all die. It's pretty bad. We did manage to get Ziggs, I believe, but Timo just absolutely cleaned us up. You know, just kind of embarrassing there. But really, it's quite alright. I'm still way ahead. Look, 4, 1, and 2 at this point in the game with 79 CS. Ezreal sitting at 0-1 and 0 with 81 CS, so he's doing fairly poorly right now. Actually, he just gets a kill on Bad Robot, who's playing Xerath. So that's not very good. We got our jungler coming in to help with this tower in mid right now, so that's a good thing. I'm going to sit back here for just a little bit. I'm going to farm up. And as the AD carry, that is a huge goal in the game, is farm. You want to be able to farm. It's called CSing, creep score. And every time you kill a creep, obviously you get more gold, so you want to get that as high as you can, especially on an AD carry, because you're a huge source of damage for the team. So when a team fight breaks out, and hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate this here in just a little bit. When a team fight breaks out, you kind of sit in the back a little bit, and you just dish out damage, because you're pretty well a glass cannon. You don't have much sustain as far as being able to tank hits or anything. You have sustain as in like a Vamp Scepter, having something that gives you lifesteal. You have sustain that way, but you don't have a lot of health, you don't have a lot of armor, so you kind of want to stay in the back and you just want to deal out as much damage as you can. Let your bruisers and let your tank soak up that damage from the enemy team, and you just sit back, blow their faces off. That's your goal. Blow their face off. Don't let them have a face. They're no face. Okay, so looks like Tarek goes ahead and he runs up to mid lane, trying to help out there a little bit. Ziggs is kind of pushing me off. He's sitting back in the brush there. At this point, I can't see him, so I actually take a bouncing bomb from him. And I totally walk into that one. I shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I've got some lifesteal, so I can bring myself back. I got a couple potions that I can use. And I am still all around doing better than this Ezreal right now. And better than Timo. Since Timo is actually my direct competition here. And we get the dunk coming out from Darius, and ouch! Man, that was a lot of damage. He gets the kill. The dunk actually didn't kill him. I tried to get a couple of shots out there on Timo. I'm not able to pick him up, though. We gotta run because look who's coming in. Their jungler is right there. Fortunately, Peon was able to ward, and we managed to see that coming. Right here, no one can save you, is telling me, no, dude, just keep running back, let's go back to this tower. And that is a very good idea. A lot of times you don't want to recall the base from a bush. I make this mistake all the time. I still make it even though I know better. I'll go to the bush to recall, and I'm already at my shop screen. Come on, I know everybody's done this at least one time. And someone comes in and kills you. Actually, that might have happened in this game where I was shopping and not paying attention, and I just get annihilated before I even have time to react at all. It might have not been in this game. I can't remember. So I'm going to go ahead and farm up this wave here, get some good gold, and go ahead and push the wave back a little bit. I'm Not for sure if there's someone in that bush. I didn't figure there was. I couldn't see at the time. We didn't have any wards or anything over there. So I just went ahead and threw out a smoke screen to kind of either push them off or see if they're going to go ahead and charge in on me. Nothing happened, so I just go ahead and continue to farm this wave here. And so I got Tarek with me now, so I'm feeling a little more confident. And we can just walk right up here. Look at those Teemo shrooms. This is one thing I was talking about earlier. Do not let Teemo kite you. Look at these shrooms. You know when you're playing a Teemo, he is going to shroom the living crap out of these bushes. Stay away from the bushes. Don't go into the bush. It's dark. It's scary. Teemo likes to poop his little shrooms out down there. It's annoying, and they kill you. Later in the game, I run into 2 shrooms in a row, which takes me down to half health. Yes, half health. It sucks. They're very devastating to your life. They are not good shrooms. Those are bad shrooms. So we go ahead and we push that wave up so that it requires Ziggs to push it back, and we're going to go ahead and take Dragon here. Very confident we're actually going to get this Dragon. I'm dealing a good amount of damage. And we know that Gangplank is top. We got Ezreal mid, so we were fairly confident that we could take this Dragon here. The Dragon is great gold for the entire team. We see Ezreal. He gets caught out just a little bit. He blows his flash. I do too. So flash for flash. I didn't really expect him to flash. I thought that Tarek was going to be able to get the stun on him, so that's why I actually went ahead and flashed there. No big deal though. It's okay. Oh man, I get caught out right here, I believe. Let's see if this is the spot. I can't remember for sure. Maybe not. Maybe this is not the spot actually where I get caught out. No, this isn't the spot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and recall right here. Go back to base. Spend some of my gold that I have. At this point in the game, I am actually at 68, almost 6,900 gold to Teemo's 5,400. So there's quite a big difference there in farm, and he actually has the same amount of kills that I do at this point in the game. He's 4 and 3. I'm 4 and 1 and 3. I have another assist, so I have just a little bit more gold, but I definitely have more farm than he does. That's huge. It's very huge in this game. Do not underestimate farming. It's so important. And it looks like Garen's having a little bit of trouble up top. Yeah, he's actually gonna fall to the Gangplank ultimate there, unfortunately. That's not too good, but it's okay. That's not that big of a deal. That's not that big of a deal. We're still doing pretty well. We're up 11 kills to 8. We've taken more objectives. We have what looks like 2 towers to their none towers. They have not taken any of our towers, the none towers. That terrible English there. As I go ahead and just walk right into a shroom. Let's see if this is the point. I go ahead and just walk into. This is what I'm saying. Look at my health. Half health. I run into 2 shrooms and I go down to half health. Just like that. That is why you try to avoid walking into bushes, face checking bushes, and it really comes with experience of playing Teemo, learning where that you put shrooms, and more than likely other people are going to put those shrooms in the same spot. So you really need to get some experience with Teemo to understand how he shrooms, how he wards with those shrooms, and how he kites with the shrooms as well. You get into a lot of situations where you think, man, I'm just gonna blow this Teemo's face off, and then he kites you into a couple of shrooms and you die because he blinds you. You can't hit him. His shrooms are dotting you. His poison from his auto attacks are dotting you. It's just ouch! It just hurts. It hurts really bad, and he's deceptively strong, actually. He is deceptively strong. I really think he's a little bit of an underrated champ. He is very, very fun to play. No doubt about that. But I think he's a little bit underrated. So Peon, oh man, just steps out just a little bit too far. I'm not able to come in and help him. I actually thought I was going to be able to get away right there. I remember going in and looking, like, oh, I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, ouch, I'm dead. Things like that happen so fast. Man, we just kind of get wrecked right here. And what was that? That was was that a 4-for-1 exchange or 3-for-1 exchange maybe? Yeah, 3-for-1 exchange. That not favorable. You want to try not to do that. Oh, ouch! No one can save you. Gets his face ripped off a little bit right there. That's okay. That's all right. He's still doing good. How's he doing this game? How's he doing? Let's see. He's 4-4-2. Yeah, he's not doing bad at all. He's not doing bad. You know, CS could be better. That's not totally his fault because I take his CS quite often. I do this to him all the time, and he does it back to me. Let's say he's in the jungle or something. I'll walk up and steal his red, or I'll steal his blue. Not very nice. Not very friendly. But you know, we do it back and forth to each other. It's all right. So anyway, where am I right now? Let's see. I'm kind of thinking which way I want to go here. I didn't know if I wanted to go mid with my team, if I want to go ahead and come down here and push this wave back. I decide the farm is where it's at. Darius and I actually, no one can save you, and I are kind of going back and bickering back and forth here about who gets this farm. Actually, I almost always get the farm. You know, that's just how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and push up on this tower right here. We did have wards down. We had some decent enough ward coverage that we knew that they were a little bit of ways away. So we wanted to go ahead and put some damage down on this tower, put some pressure on them, and then back out. We know that they're gonna come down here. At least 1, 2, 3 of them, and it looks like the whole team actually starts to come. But they realize that we have already backed off. So we're looking for Dragon right here. Ezreal kind of pokes out, shows his face. We go ahead and pull Dragon out just a little bit. This is a very smart thing to do. You want to pull Dragon out in a way. Ziggs tries to steal it. The ultimate comes down, but I am able to get enough damage out to be able to take Dragon, and we are absolutely decimating them right now. There's only 2 of them left. Gangplank goes ahead and flashes over the wall. I'm putting out just tons and tons of damage, able to bring the Ziggs down. That was very exciting. That was a very exciting thing right there. I thought for sure we had lost that Dragon, but you never give up. You just keep trying. I know that I'm doing tons of damage, and I was able to pick up Dragon just right before Ziggs stole it from us. So that's very good. That's extra gold for our team. We're 36.6k gold to their 35.3. Not a very big difference at all, really. So anything, you know, you want to get those objectives. Those objectives give you a lot of gold. Towers, you want to put a lot of pressure on the towers. Especially after the laning phase, you know, you want to pressure the towers and get Dragon. Oh man, Bad Robot gets blown up by Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix was really strong at this point in the game. He was kind of weak early game, but we hit this point and he was kind of strong. He was doing some damage. He's got 3 Dorn's Blades. He's got a Brutalizer. He's got that Wriggle's Lantern, which is giving us some damage. So he's actually doing a little bit of damage. We're able to step up right here and take this blue, steal it right away. No one can save you. He gets blown up by Ziggs. That ultimate just does so much damage. Right here, Peon, I was like, no, 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 Peon, don't go in. I thought he was going to engage on him. I should know better. He knows better, of course. He's also a very experienced, very good player. So they're trying to push us up on this tower right now. And here they come. So there's 4 of them to our 3. And we're going to go ahead and put down some damage. Push them off of this tower. They don't have enough damage to keep up with us. Plus they don't want to push us under our tower. So they actually make the right move there and back off. And they're running away. And we're still trying to catch Ziggs here. We're able to put down some massive damage on him. And here he goes. And Bad Robot's able to pick up that kill. Good job, Robot. Robot's doing quite well at this point. He's 6-3-3. He's got that rabbit on his death cap. He's able to do just massive amounts of damage. So here we come. We've got 4 of them right up above us. I don't know if we know this quite yet at the time. Xerath getting some snipes out there, able to pick up the Teemo, who is too squishy, can't deal with it. We're laying down some damage here on this tower, pushing them back even further. We're going to continue to push them as no one can save you. Our Darius is pushing the mid lane, and that's called split pushing. So split pushing is something that everyone needs to do in the game. I believe so anyway, as soon as you get the chance. But keep pressure on those towers. Keep taking towers, get those objectives, get more gold, global gold they call it. It's gold for your entire team for taking a tower. And that's exactly what Darius did right there. So great job. We're just going to keep pushing. I believe we're going to back off here. Robot's getting a little bit, or Xerath's getting a little bit low on health here, so we decided just to back off. I'm fairly squishy myself, so we don't want to get blasted with massive amounts of damage here. So I'm just going to go ahead and recall. Looks like I'm sitting on 3,700 gold. I believe I'm going to go ahead and pick up yes, there it is, the Infinity Edge. I'm able to pick that up, and now I'm going to be dealing so much damage. I've got the attack speed coming from my Phantom Dancer and my Berserker Greaves. I've got the lifesteal and damage coming from my Bloodthirster, and now I've got just massive amounts of damage coming from my Infinity Edge, which Infinity Edge is, it gives you plus 80 attack damage, plus 25% critical strike chance, and your critical strikes deal 250% damage. That's insane, especially on a champ like Graves. Graves is, in my opinion, maybe the second best AD carry in the game, at least for me anyway. At least for me. This is just my opinion. Everybody's got their own opinion, so some people are better with other champs than I am, so but anyway, I believe Graves is probably my second favorite pick for an AD carry right now. Currently, the way the game's played, I actually picked Ezreal as my first champ. He's a little bit harder to play. His skill shots, you got to make sure you can land his skill shots. But Ezreal is just so mobile, and I just love that about him. He's able to jump in from odd angles, and he's got a built-in flash pretty well, so makes him a fantastic AD carry. He falls off just a little bit later on, whereas Graves I feel like he's a little stronger later in the game. But typically you don't want the game to last that long, like this game actually is. I believe it's like a 50-minute game. So we're going to go ahead and go for Baron right here. Enemy team, I don't believe they have any wards down, because they do not even try at all to contest Nashor there. So we're just going to go ahead. We notice Ezreal is still mid, so we want to swoop around. We want to kind of try and cut him off. Fortunately, he already walked back into river. And Peon... Oh, that's a little embarrassing to see. Excuse me. He actually went in a little bit too early there. I wasn't able to get in there quick enough to be able to deal damage. I thought he was going to flash the wall, but instead he actually flashed into the wall. Happens sometimes as Darius gets the monster dunk on Ziggs. That dunk is just incredible. So much damage comes out from that dunk. It's insane. And not to mention, if the killing blow is with his ultimate, it's refreshed instantly. He's able to do it again. So much damage. We're going to go ahead and back off here because we don't have any minions to tank the turret for us. And wow, that Ezreal really hit hard. Taken like a quarter of my health there. If I'd have been lower, that would have put me in the danger zone. So I'm walking back here, just going to go ahead and recall. Look at those Teemo shrooms. Man, that would have put me, if I'd have walked into all three of those, possibly put me at like a quarter health. That would have been devastating. Fortunately enough, I missed them by pure luck, and I'm going to go ahead and recall. Let's see what items I buy here. Do I actually buy anything? I don't know if I have enough money at this point to buy the items that I'm looking for. No, I don't actually. So I'm sitting on 1,400 gold. I could have spent my money on something. I probably should have, just to benefit me a little more. But I think at this point I'm really looking for a BF sword, so I want to come down here and just farm up a little bit, get to 1650 so I can get that extra damage before we actually get back into team fight again. I believe that's what I'm going to do now. So we're kind of scattered right now a little bit. We got Tarek who's being chased by Teemo down here. Oh boy, this is the point right here. This is it. I hit that shroom and then I get ulted for the Gangplank ult, and ouch, yeah, I just get blown up. Kha'Zix dives on me, blows me up. We got No One Can Save You that is battling Gangplank right now. Gangplank actually able to take him down. Xerath throwing out some damage. Peon's getting really low right here. What's gonna happen? So we got Garen running in, oh man, just suicidal. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I thought he might pick up a kill there too. I think he was wanting to exchange in that situation. Unfortunately, he was not able to pick anyone up, and the rest of our team's just going to go ahead and recall. That was a little bit of a bad fight for us. That Teemo shroom really put me out of position. It slowed me so much, did so much damage, and then I get ulted by Gangplank, and that slows me even more. So at that point, I'm useless. There's nothing I can do. There's just really nothing I can do at that point. So we're just gonna go ahead and we get over it. And at this point, we're really actually letting them come back a little bit. Not intentionally, of course, but they are making a bit of a comeback here. And that's not good. You want to keep the pressure up. You want to keep doing well throughout the game. Obviously, that can't always happen, and some things you can't really help. Kind of like that situation that just happened, where the Teemo shroom was able to shut me down. I don't have any magic resist at this point. Their Teemo, he's got the Rabadon's death cap, which gives him 140 ability power on his, and this scales with his shrooms, scales off of AP ability power, and it increases his ability power by 30%. So those shrooms are really hurting right now. They're hurting really bad. And so at this point, I believe we're going to try and group up. as it looks like the enemy team is pushing through their jungle towards the dragon area. Maybe gonna make a play around to river. Gangplank shows face, and we get Peon, and it looks like Garen that's going to jump in. Oh, Darius just gets blown up there by Kha'Zix. And I'm gonna die here, actually. Yeah, I remember. Oh man, not good. So this another second time in a row we have another bad team fight, and we're just hurting really bad at this point. Peon it gets, oh man, that was painful. That really hurt us right there. So you see, they're able to really make a comeback here. This is obviously not favorable. It's not what we want. They're gonna go ahead and push our mid tower here, our inhibitor tower. I believe they're gonna get this inhibitor. Yes, they are. Zero's trying to get a little bit of poke damage out there. It's just not enough to push them back. They know they have the massive advantage in that situation. So they're pinging dragon. I believe this is going to be their first dragon of the game, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like we've got Kha'Zix down here, Ezreal. Yeah, they're able to really easily pick up that dragon. And now they're catching up in gold. We have 56.7k. They to their 55.3. So unfortunately, they're really caught up here. We're only 1 kill ahead, and we're only approximately 1.5k ahead in gold right now. So the game is fairly even at this point. They're actually pushed in farther towards the Nexus than we are at this point. So it starts to get a little scary. Peon is doing the right thing here. He's actually going through and clearing these shrooms with that Oracle. And we're just going to kind of swoop around right here, see if we can come around, cut them off again. And we are able to. Ezreal is going to take so much damage. He actually flashes. I'm able to pick up the kill as Gangplank is ulting us, which isn't going to do much at this point to help save them. And so we take out a huge damage source from them. We take out Ezreal, and we want to take Dragon now. We know that they're out of position. We know that Gangplank was in top lane, and the other guys were moving around and just not in any position to be able to contest. Did I say Dragon? I meant Baron. If I said Dragon, I'm sorry. This is actually Baron Nashor here. So we take Baron, and we know at this point we're really strong. We're really, really strong. So we took out Ezreal. He's still down. He's still got 20 seconds until he comes up. And we want to push through their jungle and see if we can pick up any more stragglers, see if we can get any kills here. Yeah, actually, Garen was going to push this wave back, but we ping Kha'Zix because we see that he's alone, and everyone else on our team is not in a position to help save him, so we want to try and cut him off right here. I'm going to go ahead and stop in this bush and wait for Taric. I want to get that Taric stun, and there it is, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my Q on him, and there we go, blow him up. Tons of damage, easy money. He was way out of position. No point for him being out of position like that. There was no good that he was going to do. I guess he was thinking of ganking Garen, which I really think would have been a bad idea. Anyway, Garen's pretty tanky at this point and can do enough damage to kill him. So I think that was kind of a bad play for Kha'Zix. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to swoop around into this jungle here. Peon's going to go ahead and clear out that Teemo shroom / ward. And they're just going to go ahead and sit in this bush. They know that we're over here. You know, they could see that. They could see that Peon was, our Taric was taking that shroom and killing it. And we go ahead and back off. They go ahead and back off. Nothing too major is going to come of this. And we know this at this point. I'm going to go ahead and farm up this wave a little bit. and keep that super minion from pushing up. Those super minions are really quite tough. They're really tough. So I'm doing tons of damage. I want to go ahead and just kill him and let that wave push up, so that, you know, we don't have to worry so much about the minions coming in and taking any towers or putting any pressure on us, really. So you want to kind of farm that up and push them back a little bit. So go ahead and recall the base here, and just kind of walking down. So I'm walking down here. I'm gonna go ahead and join up my team here. So that's good news. Our inhibitor's about to respawn. That's really good. That's gonna keep those super minions from spawning, so that we don't have to worry so much about the waves pushing up and putting pressure on us quite as bad. And there we go, right into that T-Mushroom. They are just absolutely everywhere. Looks like some pings are dropping down. Kha'Zix once again out of position. However, their team is able to jump right in. We get the ultimates coming down. Ziggs, Gangplank coming down. I'm taking tons of damage. Darius able to just blow up Ezreal's face with that ultimate. That's just so much damage, and he's just doing more and more all the time, it seems like. They go ahead and back off. They know that they are in no position to fight us right now, especially since they lost such a big damage source with Ezreal. There's no point, and it's going to be a minute or more before he's up again. So they just go ahead, wisely back off at this point, and we're going to go ahead and push bottom. That's what our plan is right now. Clear up this farm, push bottom. Our team's starting to come in here, so we're really not going to be able to do much because we're already backing off. And they're going to lay chase just to say, hey, back off this tower. You shall not pass. And we're going to wait in this bush. I make a slight mistake right here. And there it is. I actually go right in there, able to ultimate, pick up Kha'Zix, no problem at all. And there it is, double kill, Gangplank out of position, just goes right into her team. I actually dashed into their team. I meant to dash out into the side, kind of away from their team. I had a bit of a misclick there. I was kind of scared at that point. I was like, oh crap, I'm going to die. It actually works out okay. I have enough life steal and damage to be able to pick up a double kill there. So we're pushing in on this tower. We should be able to get this pretty easily. Xerath shooting. I don't know. I didn't see what he was shooting there. Peon's trying to get some stuns down. I'm putting out tons and masses of damage. Teemo just gets blown up. He cannot deal with my damage. He did blind me there, so it got a little scary there for me. But I'm just doing too much damage with my abilities. And then when that blind comes off of me, I'm just doing massive amounts of damage. We're going to go ahead and try and take this middle turret here as Robot and Robot playing Xerath. We're going to try and take this Ezreal down, and he is able to take him down with the ultimate. Very nice job there by Bad Robot. Xerath, maybe a little bit of an underrated champ too. He when played properly, and I really think Bad Robot's able to play him pretty well here. I'm able to pick up a kill on the Kha'Zix, but we're going to go ahead and back out now. Garen's getting really quite low in health. And Peon and I are just going to go ahead and farm up this super minion, clear this wave back a little bit, and keep their wave from pushing up. We're dropping down some pings here. We're looking to take blue, possibly, and maybe even dragon if someone's going to come down and take it, because they are wanting to clear this bottom wave of ours to push back. So we got a couple of them out of position. We got Ziggs, which is starting to come up towards blue, but we've already taken it. It's way too late, buddy. Way too late. I'm long gone. Peon's long gone. Looks like Ziggs gonna try and pick up some farm there. And I actually call for Darius to pick up that red, even though I believe at that point he had told me to. I had red, but it actually expired right before, so we just go ahead and let him pick that up. The red's also very good on him, so we're pinging like madmen here. The ping's just dropping like crazy. I'm at base. I'm shopping. And let's see what we got going on here. I don't actually get in this fight. So here we go. We got tons of damage coming out. Xerath just putting down tons of damage. Darius, everyone. Oh my goodness. Ezreal just melts. Teemo just blows up. Face melting going on everywhere for our team, which is fantastic. And I was there for none of it. But there is quite a big wave pushing in, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Guardian Angel, which I did there at base just a second ago. And now I'm going to clear this wave, push it back. Very confident that my team can pick up Nashor here without me. So I'm just going to let them do that. And I'm just going to kind of run around and take Dragon. Actually, I killed Dragon really fast, and I knew I would, but preferably I should have just went ahead and went with my team to push them to their base, but I'm going to go ahead and walk on in. As our entire team is going to group up now, we're going to put tons and tons and tons of pressure on them. They have 1, 2, 3 people down. They have their Teemo down, Gangplank, Ezreal, and we're just going to push right up on in here. No reason not to. So our team is looking good at this point. We can pretty well call a good game. So we just continue to push in. We're actually going to run up here to top, and we're going to try and take this tower, I believe. Is that what's going to happen? No. Darius getting the pull. Oh my goodness. Damage coming out everywhere from all of our teammates. And this is the end of the game. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys so much for watching my video. I greatly appreciate it. You have no idea. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me some constructive criticism. What do you like to see? What do you want to see more of from me? Obviously, I'm going to document my Ryzen Elo, but that's it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.